What's up, everyone? It's Coach Mike, and we're back with another episode of Train with Mike. And today I'm going to teach you how to do a hang power clean in 5 minutes. All right, so let's get straight to it. If you've ever seen the game Simon Says, this is Coach Mike Says. You literally want to mimic me, and you're going to warm up for your clean. So first things first, we pick the bar up. We're going to get our hook grip, which is your thumb wrapped with your fingers over the top, both sides. Our start position today for the hang power clean is our base position, which is our nice, tall, locked out, straight position here. Knees, hips, locked out, arms nice and long. From here, we're going to go into our first position, which is the power position, or A. A, we bend the knees, staying nice and vertical. From here, we'll slide down to our hinge, or B, staying over the bar nice and smooth, and then we'll hit to our third position, which is C, down to the mid-shin or the floor. From here, we'll reverse it. B, push the knees back, stay over it. A, sweep into the power. Now when I say on go, you're going to drive up on the toes, extend the hips and knees, and shrug your shoulders. Go. All right, let's go again. Random chaotic. A, B, A, go. A, B, C, B, go. B, go. B, go. B, C. Now we need to be patient. Drive through the legs. Explode at the top. Good. B, C, go. And relax. All right, so that's the lower body part done. Now we're going to warm up the upper body, starting with 5 muscle cleans, nice and smooth. We've just finished with that big shrug. Now we're going to make sure we're pulling the elbows nice and high before we bring it into our front rack. 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Okay. From here, now we're going to move into the next part. So just going to warm up for our front squats. So bring the bar back up, set your feet nice and smooth, and then tempo. So we want to go slow. 2, 3, 4. Drive up. 2, 3, 4. Drive up. 2, 3, 4. Drive up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drive up. One more. 2, 3. Drive it up. Good. Bring the bar down. Now we're going to put it all together and going to work some smooth hang power cleans. Slide down to B. Go. Reset. Slide. B. Oof. Slide. Go. Boom. And rest down. And that is how you do a hang power clean in under 5 minutes. Now, let's talk a little bit more detail about hang power cleans and cleans, just to give you some more tools to use when it comes to utilizing this movement for your athletes. Right, the first thing you need to do is make sure that you actually teach your athletes A, how to pick bars up off the ground, B, how to do RDLs with a moderately heavy weight, and C, be able to do really good front squats with a moderately heavy weight as well. So if you don't teach your athletes how to deadlift, we're going to have a hard time getting weights up off the ground. Now, to develop the profile of strength that you need through your lower body in terms of your hinge mechanics, we want to make sure that we learn how to effectively RDL. That'll help us develop the strength required in the posterior chain, the back, the hammies, and the glute. That'll get us into good positions when we slide into our hang position. Now, when it comes to front squats, we want to make sure that we have decent strength and the ability to hold good posture throughout. So good, strong front rack position, good positions through the hips, knees, and ankles, and nice, upright, strong spine. Again, a moderate weight. What is a moderate weight? Anywhere for males, 50 to 80 kilos for 5s, and for females, anywhere from around 40 to 60 for sets of 5. So once we have that, we learn the basics of our movement. Ideal scenario is that someone is able to execute a hang power clean like this. However, we know it doesn't always go like that. So let's talk about a couple of key, easy solutions that you can fix when someone's first starting out. The first one is for people who don't get under the bar effectively, which is most people who are starting out. They've got good positions in their RDLs and front squat, but they're afraid of dropping back under the bar into the clean. When it comes to this, I'm going to show you what that looks like. So pretend you've got the athlete that does something like this. And there's a delay into the catch. So they struggle to actually generate enough force up that forces them to drop back under the bar quickly. What we'll use is a toe clean. So with the toe clean, the key here is that we want to get a nice upright starting position up on the toes with a shrug. From here, now all I have to do is pull hard and drop back under with a little jump, pulling down into my catch. Reset, up on the toes, shrug, catch, boom. Reset, up on the toes, shrug, catch, boom. Reset. Okay? With this drill, it's a great way to encourage people to be really fast with their arm action as they loosen the grip off and catch into the legs. The other thing from here that it is really great for is teaching people how far they can drop. A lot of times we have people who are starting out with cleans and they're trying to always catch really high. So they're afraid to get under. They don't want that eccentric force and they're trying to catch it really high. Or the other alternative is people do the spider legs and they jump their legs really wide. So what we can do, use the toe clean and focus on dropping into a half squat position and pausing. Get them really comfortable with this position and it will help them to understand where you're looking to be when you catch a power clean. All right, so the next thing you might need to do is a lot of people have mobility restrictions, whether that's coming from your thoracic spine, your hips, or your ankles. The cheat code of cheat codes is investing in some Olympic lifting shoes because they have the natural heel wedge, which gives you extra range through the ankle, which can go up the chain to the hips and also make things more comfortable even for your thoracic spine. So it doesn't matter where the limitation is, the heel wedge built into Olympic lifting shoes is going to help you to feel more comfortable when you're catching your cleans. All right, so the last thing I want to teach you today, now there are definitely more things that pop up when it comes to doing cleans, but these are the top three that I like to work on first. Is A, make sure that someone knows about how to drop under the bar effectively. B, use the Olympic lifting shoes if someone has mobility restriction. And then C, it's called the humper. So this is your athlete and they go to do their clean and we start seeing movements like this. Boom. They jump forward, they hit the bar, well, they hump the bar, boom. And they're smacking it down on their shoulders really aggressively. All right, it's quite a common movement to see. Again, toe cleans are going to help by teaching them the effectiveness of the bar path, so are muscle cleans. But when it comes to developing the force profile, what we would move to is just a hang clean pull so we can work on hitting our triple extension in the bottom position. So we go down to B, pause, drive, boom. Nice and smooth. So we want to make sure that we're actually teaching them where we want them to hit the bar and that drives up into our shrug, keeping the bar nice and close. And again, boom. And again, boom. Okay, once they have that, we then take it a little step further and clean high pull. Boom. And clean high pull. Boom. And clean high pull. Boom. And then it should be a lot easier for them to groove this technique. The other thing when we're working with barbells is that it's just a bar. I don't need to be super aggressive when I have a beginner. I can allow them to groove it a little bit, make it flow into the positions nicely. If I'm noticing that this person is quite strong and it looks too easy and they're just ripping it up, sometimes actually adding a little bit of weight is going to actually make them improve their clean because they're going to have to generate the force that you want. So, I hope you enjoyed that episode. a lot to unpack, but don't be afraid of teaching hang power cleans. They're a great exercise for athletes. And take some of these tips and use them, and let's make people lift great. Let's go.